Hi, this is Tim from datinginfoforsingles.com, a website that covers everything you need to know for dating success. And today I'd like to discuss the topic, accelerating your seduction skills, arranging an instant date with a woman. Stick with me and you'll learn how to get women's phone numbers, and lots of them. I'm not claiming that you'll be able to get the number of every lady you ask, and some will be unavailable for whatever reason. Some will have boyfriends, or on a hiatus, or are just in a bad mood. It doesn't matter. You'll know enough not to let the women who are unavailable get you down. We're not concerned about them. Once you learn how to get the numbers of no shortage of women, that's just the first step. There's still much more to be covered here. The instant date. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but you shouldn't take women on dates. Let me explain. If you take a woman to dinner, and you could be strung up like a fisherman's line. You set yourself up for all kinds of problems, which I'll cover in a moment, including the possibility of boring conversations and uncomfortable silences. You could make it work, but you could just make it harder for yourself. What's the alternative? How about creating an instant date? In this scenario, you go directly from meeting to doing something together, whether it's moving from club to club, from a coffee shop to a bookstore, or just from one part of the bar to another. Create a world. Now this can be bold. You actually take her by the hand and you lead her to a more secluded spot. In the best case scenario, it can be even something like you want to show her at your home, like a book or an album, which is a subtle way to lead to a house call. Obviously, you want to be sure you hit it off with lively conversation and a few laughs before you try something like this. Now, this is too soon to put your hands all over her. You don't want to appear desperate or too forward. But once you lead her somewhere and you take control, you can speak to her in a more quiet, confidential voice, the kind that she leans in slightly to hear. Your ploy or rationale could be that this area is a bit too noisy or crowded or whatever. The goal here is simply to make a connection, to take things to the next step. By taking the woman into your confidences, so to speak, or pretending to, you are establishing a bit of a bond or intimacy between the two of you right from the bat. From here, you can set the pace at which you want to proceed. Now, don't push. Naturally, this advice will not work in all situations. It works best if you and the girl are one-on-one, not if she is out with her friends. In that case, you don't want to impose. Just let her know that you're not going to take up too much of her time. In fact, you could say something like, I have to get back to my friends in a few minutes, but first, or I have to leave in a moment, but you're setting a time limit, which shows her that you're not planning to elope with her at the first meeting. If you'd like the lady to follow and she seems ready, you can say something like, I'm going to the Excalibur nightclub and you should come. It's a great spot and somebody needs to teach you what this town has to offer. Of course, sometimes a woman won't be able to join you. She may already have plans, or maybe she's just shy. But if you can get her to spend some time with you right away, you've got yourself an instant date. And you can have a fun, spontaneous time together and find out very quickly if you're right for each other. Now, if you want more information on this and everything else related to success with the opposite sex, visit our blog at datinginfoforsingles.com/blog. And while you're there, be sure to fill in your name and email address and get a complete library of 7 free ebooks on dating and seduction secrets. See you there.